Hello everyone, you are on the channel Rewatch, and today I will tell you about a movie from 2022 called Goodnight Mommy. Twin brothers, Elias and Lucas, travel with their father and go home to visit their mother. Elias suggests his father come inside to say hello to his wife, but the man refuses and drives away. Elias and Lucas enter the house and are surprised that their mother did not meet them. The brothers start searching for their mother throughout the house and find her in the bedroom. The room is messy and very dark. Their mother tells them that she recently had plastic surgery and needs to wear a special mask on her face. She asks her sons not to be frightened by her appearance. The woman takes the children to their room and gives them a small gift. She explains the house rules. The children are forbidden from shouting loudly, entering her office, or going into the barn. Elias gives his mother a drawing, but the woman is not pleased with the gift. In the evening, their mother decides to watch TV with her children. Before bed, she tells the children a story and tucks them in. But Elias asks her to sing his favorite song, which she used to sing before. She says that she's grown up for it now and refuses to sing. The brothers notice that their mother has changed. They start singing their favorite song while the woman stands behind the door and just listens. The next morning, Elias and Lucas go outside to play. Lucas suggests that they go to the barn to find out why their mother forbade them from entering. The twins enter the barn and see their toys and comics. Elias goes upstairs and notices blood. The brothers leave the barn and meet their mother. The woman is very angry and scolds Elias, while Lucas just stands nearby in silence. At night, Elias has a nightmare in which his mother is sitting in the barn, covered in blood. Elias wakes up in the middle of the night and leaves the room. He hears his mother talking to someone on the phone. In conversations, she says that she is tired of pretending. After the conversation, their mother hears a slight creak. The boy runs back to his room and lies in bed. The mother enters the room and checks if her son is asleep, then leaves. The next morning, the brothers discuss why their mother is acting so strangely and what she was talking about on the phone. During breakfast, the woman receives a call and goes to her office. The boys try to eavesdrop on the conversation, but they can't hear anything. They come up with a new plan. Elias takes toy walkie-talkies and they wrap one in tape. The brothers enter their mother's bedroom and place the walkie-talkie under the bed. Before leaving the room, Elias decides to look at the photos. Previously, their family photo was hanging on the wall, but now it's gone. The woman also removed all the photos with their children. Unexpectedly, she enters the room, but the boys manage to hide. Elias hides behind the curtains and watches what his mother is doing. The woman turns on music and starts dancing, slowly taking off her clothes. Elias finds his drawing in the trash can and doesn't understand why his mother threw it away. He hides and sees his mother enter the bathroom, remove her mask, and put on a clean one. She notices the drawing on the floor, picks it up, and tears it apart. Elias takes the drawing and shows it to Lucas. Elias doesn't understand why their mother is acting so strangely. Lucas says that maybe it's not their mother. He brings an old photograph of their mother. Looking at it, the boys notice that their mother has green eyes in the photo, but the woman in the new photo has blue eyes. Now Elias is convinced that this is not their mother. Lucas suggests calling their father and telling him what's happening. At that moment, the woman enters the room and begins looking for the phone. She asks Elias to give it to her and gets very angry when she finds out that Elias called their father and complained about her. She grabs the phone and breaks it, then leaves for her room. Elias and Lucas barricade the door and go to sleep. At night, Elias wakes up and notices the door to their mother's bedroom is slightly open, and he goes inside. The woman is taking a bath and doesn't see the boy. Elias tries to remove the mask from her face, but the woman notices him.
What is wrong with you?
Elias locks himself in his room, hoping the woman won't be able to enter. The woman asks him to open the door, saying she just wants to talk, but Elias refuses to open it. Then the woman breaks the door and enters. She is very angry with the boy, but Elias says she is not his mother. The woman slaps the boy and takes him to the bathroom. There, she tortures Elias with cold water, demanding that he acknowledge her as his mother. At night, Elias dreams that his mother completely removes her skin. Lucas wakes his brother and suggests they run away. The brothers leave the house during a heavy rainstorm. They find an abandoned house and decide to spend the night there. In bed, Lucas tells his brother that when twins are born, their souls are linked together forever. At night, Elias has another nightmare. In it, the boy sees a faceless monster that breaks the window and attacks him. A police officer wakes Elias and asks how he ended up there. Elias tells the police that a scary woman is living in their house, pretending to be their mother. A female police officer promises to help. She suggests the boys get into the car and go to the police station, but she lied. The police take the boys home. A woman who looks like their mother comes out of the house. She invites the officers inside and thanks them for bringing her children back. She asks the boys to go upstairs to their room. Elias doesn't understand why this woman looks like their mother, but Lucas is sure she had plastic surgery and changed her face. The boys decide to eavesdrop on the conversation. The officers ask the woman how the child got the scratch on his lip. She says that Elias has a big imagination, that he just fell, and that she would never hit her son. The officers believe her and ask for an autograph, revealing that she is a famous singer who had already ended her career. At night, the woman enters the children's room and scolds Elias. She tells him that he will have to obey and love her. Because of him, she had to remove the mask 3 days early and spent the whole night in the rain searching for him. But the boy pretends to be asleep and says nothing. The woman goes to her room, takes a sleeping pill, and goes to sleep. At night, Elias and Lucas enter her room and tie her up. In the morning, the woman wakes up and doesn't understand what's happening. Elias approaches the bed and asks where their mother is. The woman asks her son to untie her and promises she won't be angry with him, but Elias shows a photograph of their mother and says she has green eyes. The woman laughs and says that she wears green lenses for work, which are in her bag. She claims she is his mother, but Elias doesn't believe her and simply pours cold water on her. Lucas says they should just leave the house, but Elias wants to know the truth. He shows the woman his drawing and asks why she tore it. The woman starts crying because she does not know what to say. Elias leaves the bedroom and begins looking for the bag. He wants to check if the lenses are in it. Lucas asks Elias to stop and just leave, but Elias doesn't intend to stop. Lucas finds their mother's bag and says there are no lenses in it. Elias wants to check himself, but Lucas won't let him. Lucas says they need to pack their things and run away, but Elias can't just leave the woman tied up. He goes to her room, where the woman apologizes to him, saying she behaved horribly, should be a good mother, but failed at it. She asks to free her hands, but Elias says Lucas forbade it. Elias asks why she tore the drawing. The woman says she was very upset and shouldn't have done that. Lucas enters the room and sees that Elias is about to free the woman. He tells his brother not to do it. The woman asks Elias not to listen to his brother and asks him to stay with her, but Elias tapes her mouth shut and leaves the room. The boys start packing their things to leave this house forever, but at that moment, the police arrive. Elias opens the door and says that his mother went to the store. Hearing someone has come to the house, the woman tries to scream and signal, but she is not heard. Elias deceives the police, and they leave. Elias and Lucas take their things and leave the house. They wait for the bus, but Elias remembers he forgot his toothbrush. He tells Lucas he'll go home and come back, but Elias deceives his brother. He checks their mother's bag and finds the lenses. Elias starts realizing that Lucas lied to him. Elias runs to his mother's room and locks the door so Lucas can't interfere. He frees his mother and hugs her. Elias apologizes to her, saying that Lucas made him do bad things. The woman says she is not angry with him. Elias asks his mother to talk to Lucas, but the woman says they need to go to the barn first. Elias tries to call his brother, but he doesn't respond. The woman takes her son outside and leads him to the barn. Approaching the barn, Elias becomes scared. He does not want to go inside, but the woman asks him to be brave and do it. Elias goes upstairs and sees a bloodstain on a wooden beam. He doesn't understand why his mother brought him here. It turns out that Elias accidentally shot his brother. The boys found a loaded gun. The woman says that he is not to blame for what happened, but Elias does not want to believe it. He also can't believe that Lucas has been dead all this time. He pushes his mother, and she falls down. A fire starts inside the barn, and Elias leaves his mother lying inside. The entire barn burns down to the ground. Elias thinks he has lost everything he had and is left alone, but his mother and brother appear next to him, who will now always be with him. And that's how the movie ends. Don't forget to write your thoughts about this movie in the comments down below, and see you very soon.